Thank you. I am honored and humbled to be here. Big reason is I come from a serving family. My father served in the United States military, as did all of his brothers. My mother's father, brothers, they all served as well. And my oldest brother was a retired police officer from San Jose PD, so I most certainly do appreciate and respect what you folks are doing for us. So thank you very much for your service. As Coach said, retirements are bittersweet. I've had one myself. I retired after 9 years in the NFL as a football player. And I got my opportunity to become a football coach. And I did start from the bottom and work my way up. I've been very fortunate as far as that's concerned to have gone through that. It's one of those things when you start from the bottom and you do work your way up, you have a tremendous appreciation for the job. And I know you folks do. It's a thankless job sometimes, but somebody's got to do it. And I know you all started that way. And I also know, as Chief said, you've reached your pinnacle, you've reached your peak, and now it's time for that chapter to close and to move on. And we most certainly do appreciate that as a community. This is a tremendous community which we do live in. I've come to love Charlotte, appreciate it, and most certainly part of it is appreciating the folks that are in this community, starting with you folks. It really is a tremendous thing. I've got to know several of you guys and become closer. Ricky Robbins is a great example of something that I've had an opportunity to be around.
Bless your heart, Coach.
I was going to say, as Chief has told me, it's not a great example of what you folks do stand for. But again, it's interesting because Ricky's actually one of the security guys that they assigned to me.
Bless your heart, Coach.
And there's actually been a time when I've walked out there with Ricky and somebody turned to me and said, "Who's guarding who?" And I will tell you, I do know this about Ricky too. He has no future in weather predicting. We had a game it was during the Super Bowl season, and I had asked Ricky. I said, "Well, what's the weather like out there?" He said, "Coach, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful." So I go out there. I got no rain gear. I come walking out, and if you folks remember, it was the Indianapolis game where I come out, and within 3 minutes of kickoff, it's pouring. I'm looking for Ricky. He's over in the corner. He's got a full suit on. So when we talk about CMPD's finest, but I really do. I got a tremendous amount of respect for the CMPD, for the police force. Throughout, and it is tough times. It is times are changing. We go through it in the NFL as well. Our times are changing, but nothing like what you folks are, because the commitment and sacrifice you do make for us is greatly appreciated. And hope you guys understand. And I most certainly know that the commitment and sacrifice that is made by you comes because you guys believe in it, and you guys are all born to do what you do. That's how I feel about my older brother Steve, who recently retired. He was born to be a police officer. And it's amazing that when you get to meet police officers and you listen and you hear them, just for me personally, what it means, and I just reflect on how much it just reminds me of my brother Steve. So thank you all for your service. We certainly do appreciate that. It was asked if I would take some questions about the team. We're going through some interesting times right now. So before I finish up, if anybody got any questions about the team, please feel free to ask. I'll be happy to answer the questions that you have. If not, I'll make something up. You won't know the difference, but we'll be okay. Any Panther questions, real quick? Yes. Believe me, I'm not going to put up with last year. We're right in the middle of free agency. We're trying to do some things to help this football team out and get ourselves going in the right direction. Some of you may have read, we recently signed Matt Cleel, Ryan Cleel's younger brother, who's going to be our left tackle. Hopefully he'll be able to do what Jordan Gross did for us at left tackle. So we're pretty excited about that prospect. We re-signed Charles Johnson, which was a big thrill, and then we turned around and re-signed Julius Pepper today. And then we signed a host. Oh, that's a nice jacket on. And we recently signed a few other young players, so we're pretty excited about the direction we're heading as a football team. Anybody else? Yes.
Yeah, can you put today into some perspective? How was it just crazy today?
Yes, today, as far as free agency is concerned, it started yesterday at 4 p.m. And it's interesting because, at 4 p.m., you're supposed to be able to negotiate these contracts. Well, most of the contracts have been done illegally because there's a dead period where you're supposed to be able to contact them, but you're not supposed to negotiate. And so it's kind of interesting how at 4:01, a number of guys have been signed. And it's amazing that the amount of money that's being thrown around, it's mind-boggling that some of these players are getting paid like that. But it also just shows you, the entertainment value, I guess, of professional athletics. So it's been a hectic about 28 hours now, but it's been fun. I mean, hopefully we made the move that's going to put us right back to where we need to be. Because, like I said, I'm not going to stand for another year like last year. Because I know you folks won't either. Anybody else? Yes.
Yes, with that eighth pick, think you guys are gonna lean towards offense or defense?
I think with the 8th pick, it depends on which room you're in. If you're with the offensive coaches, we're leaning offense. We're the defense, we're leaning defense. And I'm the one that they're all taking out to lunch and dinner now, so that's cool. I'm good with that. But really, as we go through it, the nice thing about if you do the right things in free agency, you set yourself up so that you can really truly go after a need, or you don't have a need and you can just sit back and pick the best player available. As we go through it, we kind of sort it out. We're going to probably lean towards an explosive player on the offensive side. We signed a couple of young players today. In fact, one's a wide receiver named Charles Johnson from Minnesota, a very fast receiver. He's got almost the kind of speed that Teddy Giddens has. Teddy went to New Orleans, unfortunately. And so we feel pretty good about picking him up and adding him to what we want to do. But you most certainly want to be able to do some things with our quarterback. Protect our quarterback is the biggest thing. So bringing in Matt Khalil should solidify the offensive line. We're going to get, we should get Michael Orr back healthy. And Michael's natural position is right tackle. So we could move Michael back to the right side. Feel really good about being able to protect the quarterback. And then put playmakers around him. So as I said, right now we're probably leaning towards an explosive offensive play. Anyone else? No? All right. If not, well then, real quick, I want to finish off with a quick story about about myself, real quick. I had the opportunity to play for the Chicago Bears. I played 9 seasons, and it's interesting as a professional athlete, you don't realize the impact you're going to have on people, especially young people, until you really get that chance to be known who you are. And so for me, playing for the Bears, I was drafted in 1984. I was the second pick in the second round, and I got an opportunity to play for the Bears. And by my 3rd season, it was the first opportunity I got to start. Mike Singletary, the Hall of Fame middle linebacker, got hurt. I came in and I started for him for 2 games. And in those games, I led the team in tackles. In those games, we won both those games. I got a game ball from Coach Dick out of both of those games. And so, you kind of become the celebrity. And so I get an opportunity to go and speak. I speak to a group of young people, little peewee football players, ages 9 to 12. And so I'm in front and I'm taking questions. I'm answering all these questions these kids have. It's the craziest questions you get, everything from what kind of car you drive, how much money you make, that type of things. But as I'm going through the questions, I finally get to the last question. And I said, okay, last question. The smallest kid on the team raised his hand. Okay, sure. What's your question? He goes, Mr. Rivera, how'd you get to be so big? Wow, okay. So I started thinking. I said, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you the 3 keys to success. This is how you get to grow up to be big and strong. I said, 1, eat all your vegetables and drink all your milk. Now, the kids are looking at me like, okay, right, yeah, sure. The parents, they kind of like that idea. I said, 2, get plenty of exercise. Don't watch TV. They didn't have games back then. They only had TV. So I said, don't watch TV. Get outside and play and get your exercise. Now, the kids are booing me. The parents are giving me a standing ovation. Then I said, 3, get good grades. Study hard and do what your parents tell you. By that time, the parents were chanting my name. Kids want me out. So fast forward about 3 weeks later. It's almost Christmas time, and my mother's in town. And so my wife and I, my mother and our son, were walking through the mall. All of a sudden, I hear this lady screaming, and she comes running out of the mall, out of the Lord Taylor's. And she's carrying all of his clothes, and the sensors are going off. Security's chasing her because she's screaming my name. My wife's going, really? And I'm like, what? So she comes up, Mr. Rivera, can I speak to you? And, security, they come up and say, ma'am, you got to come back in. You've got all our clothes that you walked out with. So she said, will you come with? So we walk back into Lord Taylor's. And so she looks at me, she says, I got to tell you something. She said, I got to tell you that what you said to those kids the other night, okay, the Elgin Lions, that was in the city of Chicago, the Elgin Line, he talked about the 3 keys to success. It's been unbelievable. My son, he was the one who asked you that question. He eats all his vegetables, he drinks all his milk. There's plenty of exercise. He's never in front of the TV. And I walked into his room and now it's clean. And you don't realize the impact you make. You really don't. When you put on the uniform, okay, when you go to work, when you do things that you do, you impact the people that are around you. And for that, thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Coach, very much. We are honored to have you here tonight with us. And there are literally hundreds of hours, human hours,